All right. So when I thought about power, I was thinking about a lot of things, mostly girl power, but also I have an infatuation with love and relationships. So I read books like this all the time, so I can see like what other people are thinking. And just a disclaimer: the word "bitch" in the title is used in a very tongue-in-cheek kind of way. It doesn't really mean a mean person, snarky. It more so just means like an empowered woman, you know, who puts herself first. It's used as an attention grabber to also level like the complete opposite of the nice girl. So this book, if you guys haven't heard of it or haven't read it, is all about how to not be the nice girl, because apparently nice girls finish last. So I am going to be reading a portion of a story that she tells. The author, Ciarra, she interviewed a lot of men and women just to kind of get an idea of what she wanted to put in the book and like cases to back up her point. And this is all about the mental challenge. She says that men like a woman who gives them a mental challenge. So the opening quote: "One of the things about equality is not that you be treated equally to a man, but that you treat yourself equally to the way you treat a man." That is by Marlo Thomas. The story that follows proves my point. Rob, an attractive, successful man who could have his pick of any woman he wanted, was mystified by a most unlikely woman. He describes Laura as a conservative computer nerd who wears long pleated skirts. After a few dates, he invited her to go on a cruise. Rob wasn't lacking in the confidence department, and he thought he'd teach Laura how to have fun. He thought he'd rock her world. Laura said she couldn't go. The reason? She had a pre-planned Tupperware party. Rob told what happened next. "I kept hoping she'd change her mind. I ended up going on the cruise by myself, ended up flying home after one day to see what she was up to. A Tupperware party? Couldn't be. I simply could not believe that she'd pass on an exotic vacation with me for a Tupperware party. I figured she had to be seeing some other man. I had to see for myself." He flew home and dropped by that Saturday evening when Laura's party was supposed to be going on. Sure enough, lo and behold, he was dumbfounded and astonished to find that she was actually having a Tupperware party. When he showed up, Laura was happy to see him. She invited him in and offered him a finger sandwich. Rob could have just as easily been eating spiny lobster or exotic seafood en route to the Bahamas at that very moment with any woman he wanted. Instead, he was nibbling on a soggy little tuna sandwich with a toothpick in it. He could have been watching a world-class Vegas-style show. Instead, the highlighted entertainment on the agenda was Tupperware containers. Gingerbread-shaped ones, star-shaped ones, and even heart-shaped ones. Rob still remembers it with disbelief. There I am, listening to a bunch of cackling women, watching them go AWOL over some plastic bowls. I drank coffee in a fancy teacup with a teeny tiny spoon. I could not believe it. I was thinking, no, this cannot be so. I don't hold a candle to this. Was Laura being mean? No, not at all. She just didn't go down the beaten path of giving her own interest in exchange for something he thought would be better. What blew Rob's mind was that her activity meant more to her than the cruise or being with him. He said, from that point on, she had my full attention. And the unlikely couple became a hot item. Rob had put on his best Mac Daddy show-stopping routine, and Laura wasn't that impressed. Unlike the bitchier woman, the nice girl will often appear easily impressed. She'll make her desire to have a relationship much too obvious, which often invites mistreatment. Attraction principle number 87. If you make it too obvious that you're excited to get something, some people will be tempted to dangle the carrot